Unfiltered, uncut, and uncensored, coming to you live from thunderous, literally outside, Fairfax, Virginia. You're in the 6th round. I'm your host, Grayson De Ritis. Thanks for listening on YouTube, the site, or grabbing the MP3 and getting your mixed martial arts fix via your mobile device. If you are indeed on YouTube right now, please be a kind gentleman or gentle lady and click the subscribe button and choose to receive an email each time I upload the videos that we put a lot of work into behind the scenes to bring you quality MMA opinion and insight before and after major events. Also looking to up the level of coverage for the local circuit as well. So look for some articles, some posts, some press releases leading up to events such as World Championship Fighting in Boston area coming up soon, and other events around the country and around the world, in addition to results from those cards. Today, going to be getting into quick picks for UFC 131, which is coming at you live Saturday evening. And there will be a more in-depth post published on the site Friday or Saturday morning. So we're just going to, I'm just going to do some quick picks today. And give you my rundown of who I think will be victorious come Saturday night at UFC 131. But as always, I will do the official post on the site at www.the6thround.com. Once again, that's www.the6thround.com. So let's dive on into the main card. Junior Dos Santos versus Shane Carwin. I'm going to give this one to Junior Dos Santos. I think JDS takes this because I think it's his time. I know he's had a little bit of a layoff. However, Shane Carwin's layoff at his age, I feel, is more detrimental to his momentum than a layoff for JDS. And plus, Junior's been busy with Ultimate Fighter, and, he's been involved with UFC events. Not to say that Shane Carwin has been involved with training or UFC promotional events as he has been, but I just think the younger, guy with more momentum right now in Junior Dos Santos is going to take this fight, maybe by decision or TKO. Not to say I wouldn't be surprised if Shane won, but my official pick goes to JDS. Junior Dos Santos will win on Saturday night, and that's my official pick for the main event. For Kenny Florian versus Diego Nunes, I'm going to go with Florian on that. Diego's a tough customer, and I think he'll put up a hell of a fight, but I like Kenny's chances coming from all that experience at the 155 division, moving from lightweight down to featherweight for this fight. So Florian gets the win over Nunes. And for Joan, thinking about John Jones on the brain today, John Olav Anemo versus Dave Pee-wee Herman. I'm going to go with Herman. Olav's 5-year layoff, I think, will be detrimental to his efforts on Saturday night. Although he could have a good showing, I give the pick to Dave Herman. I think Pee-wee takes the W come Saturday night. Getting into a fight that I'm really, really excited about. This one has my, MMA nerd side stirred up, because I think the grappling is, should it hit the ground in this fight, will be tremendous. I think it'll be a lot of fast-paced action on the mat when Damian Maia meets Mark Munoz. That's right, you got Damian Maia, one of the best Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioners currently competing at a high level in MMA, going up against Mark the Filipino Wrecking Machine Munoz. And I just think Munoz has too much power from Maia. Maia's been to a few decisions. I think since he got poleaxed by Nate Marquardt a few events ago in terms of his career performances, I think that perhaps he's been a little, afraid to engage with some of these guys on the feet. Actually, you know what? Afraid is the wrong word there. I think hesitant to, how do I put this? Attempt to win the fight via stand-up. I think what we're going to see is Munoz coming out and really sticking to him on the feet, and then if it does hit the ground, I think the grappling advantage will go to Munoz due to his power and his just dominant position control. So I'm going to give that one to Munoz. For Donald Cerrone versus Wagner Rocha, I mean, you got to go with Cowboy on that. Cowboy takes it. Hocha's a newcomer to the UFC. Ceremony was originally going to meet Mac Danzig, but he had to pull out due to injury, so now they stuck in Wagner Hocha, which a lot of people haven't heard of. Formidable ground game, but Cerrone takes that one with Yves Edwards versus Sam Stout. These are two guys that I love to watch fight. Big Sam Stout fan as well as Yves Edwards fan. Yves been around for a long time, somewhat enjoying a bit of a career resurgence right now. I'm going to give the edge to Sam Stout via his just youth and athleticism and the fact that I think on the feet he can give Yves enough trouble to potentially edge out a decision. With Jesse Bongfeld versus Chris Weidman, Weidman with the wrestling, going to give it the nod to him right there. Mike Macenzio, a late replacement for an opponent versus Krzysztof Sosinski. And, you know, with Macenzio's wrestling, certainly that's always a formidable kind of weapon to go up against, but I think Krzysztof has been training hard for this fight with his 15-week training camp coming into here, preparing for Anthony Perosh, and then receiving Igor Prokrayak as a replacement fighter or a replacement opponent, and now having Mike Macenzio as a replacement opponent. That's three guys leading up to this. I think, you know, he started training far enough out to where it's not going to be too much of an issue for him. He has momentum on his side. He's strong as all heck, and I think he'll get the job done against Macenzio via submission on Saturday night. James Head versus Nick Ring. I'm going to give that one to Head. Didn't like what I saw out of Ring in his previous effort against Fukita. Dustin Poirier versus Jason Young. Dustin's going to get the job done right there. If you saw his fight against Josh Grisby, you know what this kid brings into the octagon each time. Joey Beltran will beat Aaron Rosa, and Darren Elkins is going to run into a freaking freight train against Michihiro Omigawa. Omigawa had a tough outing against Chad Mendes last time. I mean, you know, anybody goes up against Chad Mendes is just going to get, you know, a lot of smothering wrestling thrown at them. But I think Michihiro Omigawa gets the job done against Darren Elkins come this weekend. And that rounds it up for my quick UFC picks. And I thank you for tuning in and listening, whether you are on the site, on YouTube, wherever you're getting this. Much appreciated. Show some love and follow me on Twitter at 6th Round. That's twitter.com/6thround. That's twitter.com/6thround. And please like 6th Round on Facebook at tinyurl.com/6throundfb. That's tinyurl.com/6throundfb. And of course, daily updates are available at the main site, the6thround.com. Once again, the 6thround.com for daily updates. I encourage you to visit the 6th Round sponsors while browsing the site as well. Over and out. I'll be in touch for after this weekend's UFC 131 fights. Enjoy the event, guys and gals. Oh, and go Mavericks. Yeah, that's right. Over the Heat tonight. Game 5, baby.